Brian, I'll let you choose. I read my first lit RPG. I'm in the middle of my second one. And so it's choose your own adventure back when we were young.
Uh-huh.
And I'll let you dictate where this goes because I'm curious if you think that there's more to talk about in the systems and the methodology of what you guys do, or if you think that so much of the secret sauce is really in the messaging and how you position what it is that you guys are selling.
I would say that latter part there for sure. I would go in that direction because I think it's a lot easier to talk about tech and systems and automations that can help us, and also blaming it on our quality of our campaign on the list. And I need need better data. I need better titles. I need those types of parts that are truly important. But I don't think salespeople realize the lack of education they have on how cold calling works to produce the type of quality that's taken us years for us to see, and then we continue to improve upon. I think people assume that because they have the gift of gab, not only can they set appointments, but that they can scale it or teach other people their style. And they assume it's just going to work if they do exactly as they do.
And when you're looking at a company's messaging and if you're going to take over, are there certain things that you're looking to see? Obviously, product market fit is going to be a huge thing, but once it's there, is there a checklist or is there a diagnostic that you look at? What might be some of those elements that business owners can look to dial in?
So we look at cold calling from what we consider the four elements of cold call success model. So we train our account strategists on it, and they're anything that you can consider a variable within cold calling specifically fall under these four variables, which are one, like I've mentioned before, product relevance, probably the biggest mover out of the four, because what we've seen is more product relevance, the easier it is for people who aren't as skilled at cold calling to have success with it, which means it's very product forward. Another one is target market accuracy, how not only the industries are targeted, but how good the data is. So to those folks who are data heavy, it's important. Number three is messaging strength, how well that product relevance is then wordsmithed in a way that resonates with the audience that you're talking to. And that's a factor. And then lastly is SDR fit, how well they're trained, how well that dialect or accent can hurt or help a marketplace, the personality type, are they more direct, that mid-Atlantic, Northeast direct approach, or more of a Southern draw, or softer style, more passive. All those things matter. Those are kind of the four things to think about when you're kind of developing a campaign.
Yeah, I would imagine that a lot of our listeners are pretty established in sort of what they sell. But what I'm hearing is that how they're packaging it and how they're presenting it could actually make a huge difference, especially if they're in some of these industries that are lower on that pyramid. I would imagine that you're not going to tell every business owner to get out of business and change industries, but that there is some value packaging and how you're presenting to create this connection, this desire.
Yeah. So what we do is we kind of help identify where they are starting on that pyramid. And then we just know what we have to do from there. Do we have to really, really package the messaging? First of all, can we bring them up in the scale? What are things about your service that help? And sometimes it takes some layers to get through. For instance, like it doesn't mean you have to have the next iPhone or ChatGPT or whatever, right? Like you could simply have some customers that we didn't know about that would be worth saying in the first line or two, right? Like if you've worked with bigger companies or recognizable in your industry, then that can raise the value of what you're doing, because it's all about cold calling is about building trust in the product, people that's calling and the process. So if you can build trust in the product through accolade, you don't have to have the next iPhone. You don't have to change who you are.